Continuing on here, we are on part 2, which means it's time for the hot tags of the week. Some of the rumors and stories, news, and anything else interesting that's happened in the world of pro wrestling over the past couple of days. And since we did our episode before the Seth Rollins injury, we are going to be talking about that. A couple other things as well. But we're going to save the injury talk until the end of this, and we're going to knock out some of the other stuff first. Including Boogeyman is signing a WWE Legends contract. You guys excited to see some more Boogeyman?
I've enjoyed the few odd appearances he's made for the last number of years. He was one of the surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble we went to. I thought that was kind of neat.
He was? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he had a face-off with Bray Wyatt, didn't he?
It's because all we remember is Roman Reigns being booed out of the building. But yeah, it was one of the early parts. I remember specifically when he got tossed over the rope, he had these worms that were like connected to his pants that just kind of like dangled there as tassels. Yeah, right, and one of the worms got stuck and bounced all the way up into the air and then landed right in the middle of the ring. And you couldn't really see it on camera, but I remember seeing it there in the arena and laughing at it.
I do remember it now. I think you pointed it out to me. I was just like, what? Actually, some people are thinking, and we kind of talked a little bit about this before, that maybe Boogeyman would end up getting involved with Bray Wyatt again, now that we have like such a, shitty roster right now.
I think that would be great. Because I think that's the type of people that you need to associate Bray Wyatt with to continue this, quote, new face of fear character that he's going into. Because there really hasn't been that much mystical until this storyline. Like, when we first saw it was with the Roman Reigns storyline, when he had all those pictures of the eyes cut out. Now he's going into full drama. And I said this back then, too. It's like, I want to see Bray Wyatt shooting lasers and lightning out of his hands.
And you got it.
Yeah, I freaking got it. Continue doing it, and a Boogeyman would be another step for that. He doesn't have to do that with everybody. Once you establish it a lot, he can go away from that. But I don't know. I guess I'm just cheesy. I like seeing that.
Do you like seeing the replays of that lightning spot, which is so fake?
Oh, it's so. You know what, man? The first time they did that at that Buried Alive match with Undertaker, I was so fucking amazed.
Oh, me too.
Looking back on it, it looks just as bad now.
Yeah, so, that's the thing. Is 20 years ago it was amazing.
I don't care. Like, I can appreciate what it is. It's a stage. I look at WWE like a play. And when you go to a play, you don't expect top-notch effects.
I don't know, man. We had some top-notch spotlight shit in my high school.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have here. Pro wrestling drama The Work is going to be coming to Fox TV. It's not WWE produced or anything like that. It's just going to be like a behind-the-scenes drama about
that
pro wrestling.
That is way too smarky of a name for that.
Yep. The Work.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, what's The Work about? Wrestling. Well, do they work as wrestlers?
People aren't going to get it. It works on multiple levels, and it is actually very clever. But it's just way too smarky. And I think any wrestling fan would be like, that's so douchey.
I'm really curious to see if they name the main character Mark. Or like, some guy's last name will be Finish and his first name will be Dusty or something.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like real information for the most part for this. Like, there's no trailers or anything, but as far as like just a general idea of a show, I would assume that we're all at least mildly interested, and we'll kind of check it out and see what happens. If it ends up being something that looks terrible, then none of us are going to watch it just because it's wrestling related.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, conceptually it could be cool. I may, I'll check it out, but I don't know. It's not one of those things where I'm like so excited. Oh my God, I got to watch this. Like, right. I don't know. I'll read reviews. I might watch an episode or two, but we'll see.
I would already assume it's not lasting a second season.
Oh, God, no.
Not a chance.
It can't be worse than TNA.
In my opinion, anytime any mass media outlet wants to do anything for wrestling, especially even if it's something away from WWE, whether it's a movie or a television series or something like that, I think that's a positive. Mm-hmm. I mean, think of how much like that we get about football and boxing and baseball. Yeah. Like, they're all over the damn place. And that's one of the reasons why those sports are so glorified. I think if they did more things that gave more of an interesting appeal to wrestling, even if it isn't necessarily appealing to wrestling fans, I mean, look how Total Divas has worked out.
Yep. I know a couple people that only watch Total Divas.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're all women, and they watch the E-Network and stuff, but that's like, hey, why not?
I know a girl who dressed up as Nikki Bella for Halloween, and she exclusively knows her from Total Divas.
So you're like, oh, Nikki Bella, and she's like, no, Nicole Garcia.
God, that's bad.
What's her other name? It's like Nicole Garcia something.
Mode.
Garcia, not Cena.
Laurinaitis.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it is now. Somebody mentioned TNA. That'll be a good little transition here for TNA thing.
Do we have to?
Do you guys remember about a month ago, Finn Balor tweeted out a picture of himself giving a crotch chop outside TNA HQ?
Yep.
Yes.
Guess who just did that as well?
Who?
Ethan Carter III.
Outside of TNA's office?
Yep, he did a crotch chop, and he sent the tweet at Finn Balor and said, "I feel you."
That's amazing.
That's their guy. And he's basically just going, "Oh, this company just can suck my dick." Like, that's pretty bad. I mean, come on, man.
Give this man a job. He is a highly talented dude, and he's obviously shown he's not on their team anymore.
Mm-hmm. He's probably tweeting out to Finn Balor as like it means to be like, "Yo, can I come to NXT? Please."
I'd take him.
Could you show this to somebody, please?
Just gonna see like pictures of him at like airports or something with NXT t-shirts on.
Now listen, you know what? WWE likes when they cast someone away to go and prove themselves and to show that they've grown and they've gotten the chops and they've shown themselves to give people another chance time and again. Mm-hmm. People that I wouldn't even expect them to, like Chris Masters and Eugene and Crime Time. Like, I think they would be really stupid not to give this guy another opportunity.
He really should come to NXT. I mean, he could come to the main roster, and I'd be cool with that too. But at least with NXT, like,
he could be developed a little bit more.
He would be able to fill a spot of somebody that can move up to the main roster.
Mm-hmm. What would you bring him in as, though?
Similar character. You just got to give him another name.
I think they'd have to get rid of the Derek Bateman name.
That's what I was thinking.
But they could bring him back as Derek Bateman anyway, just because they already had that. Like, he couldn't do the same character as the Derek Bateman thing, but he could just still use the name. I mean...
No, when I say same character, I mean the same character as Ethan Carter III, as far as this, like, spoiled, entitled, white privileged kid.
Yeah, that Rico's cousin or something. Or nephew or some shit.
Yeah,
he's gonna be cousin of, he's gonna be a cousin of the McMahons. How about that?
Yeah, they could pick up that freaking McMahon son storyline.
Vince will just be like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to be related to Dixie." We got a lawsuit from Eva Marie to Candy's Therapy, this massage parlor in California. What? They've apparently been trying to use her photo in ads, which is just like flat out illegal. Just like, hey, if you come to our massage parlor, quote, massage parlor, Eva Marie will give you a hand job or something, right, guys? I just thought this was interesting. I'm not expecting everybody to have anything to talk about or whatever, but does anybody have anything funny you want to make a joke about or something when it comes to
I would love to have a hand job off Eva Marie.
Weren't you like one of the real anti-Eva Marie people?
But hand job's a hand job.
Yeah, well, if you don't give a shit about what Eva Marie looks like before and a hand job's a hand job, then you could get one from Nia Jax.
Get one from Triple H.
Yeah, I Triple H.
Ethan Carter.
Strength.
Now, to be fair, EC3 is a good-looking dude. All right, Triple H. Yeah,
at least he's funny.
Yeah, but he's got 3 H's.
Yeah, Ethan Carter just throws a 3 at his name for no good goddamn reason. At least Triple H has 3 of something.
If he's got the J's to follow the H's, then man. So let's get into injury talk. We've gotten Seth Rollins and Randy Orton are out. More information came out from that. Rollins is expected to be out 6 to 9 months, tore his ACL, MCL, and a medial meniscus. No idea what the hell that means, but sounds important. Randy Orton is out 4 to 6 months. He may also miss WrestleMania in that time frame. The 4-month thing's not kind of like, well, you know, maybe he'll be back for WrestleMania. It's pretty much he'll be back after WrestleMania. He's going to have shoulder surgery. Seth Rollins is going to have surgery and stuff. I mean, shit, this sucks. You know? I don't think that we really know what's going to be happening going forward, but how do you guys think WWE is going to be able to handle this?
They have shown themselves to be able to be resourceful when they have their backs against the wall. I actually have a lot of confidence in them in this. And what actually supported more of my confidence is that they've announced this tournament, and nowhere in that bracket do you see the name John Cena. And as soon as I saw that, I felt so much better about this whole situation. And we didn't see him at all on Monday. And that doesn't mean he might not come back earlier than originally expected. But they have such an opportunity to try something new with every single one of those names they put in that tournament as someone they could potentially do something with. I'm even talking about Kalisto and Titus O'Neil. You could do something with those guys. And this is the time to do it. So I think we're going to see a lot of interesting things. If you have been putting off Raw because you think things have been drab lately, there's going to be a lot of shaking up going over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Mike is right. He used the right word, opportunity, because as you know, I believe in Chinese, the same word for crisis is the same word for opportunity. Crisis-tunity. I don't know. And
must be weird when Edge goes over there.
This gives them a chance to put the focus on some of the guys that maybe haven't had the steam behind them before, to go out there and actually prove what they're worth. You know, some guys are going to thrive in that and some guys might not, but it's going to at least energize some of the lower ranking guys and shake things up. I think it's exciting. It really sucks to have the guys out. Nobody wants top guys to get injured, whether you like them or not. You don't want to see these guys on the bench, but it's one of those things where perhaps some of the guys, maybe they're going to bring up some more people from NXT more quickly than they would have otherwise. Maybe some of the guys like hopefully Cesaro are going to be able to get a little more steam behind them. So I'm just hoping that they're able to play the cards that they already have built up in a wise fashion, because it doesn't have to be boring without these guys there. They can make it interesting, but they just have to do it the right way.
I'm hoping with these injuries that they're finally going to release Daniel Bryan as declared fit, because that motherfucker needs to come back on the fucking roster as soon as possible.
I don't know. Do you think he's fit?
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, he's got to be medically cleared, right? He said himself that he's been cleared by 2 doctors.
But how would you compare him to Eva Marie and Triple H?
Oh, if he gets rid of the beard, then
he's more fit.
Yeah.
Do you think his beard is in his contract? I was talking about this the other day. If he wanted to shave it, do you think the company would stop him?
I think that they probably would be pissed if he didn't tell them ahead of time. But if he was just kind of like, guys, I really need to shave my beard, they probably would be like, all right, I get it.
Because somebody, one of you clowns posted an old link in the group about him being released, and it was a picture of him without the beard and everything. And I didn't fall for it because obviously the picture and the date and everything. And then I started thinking about the beard, and I'm like, if he wanted to shave it, I wonder if that's now in his contract.
Well, he said that is his backup plan. For when he retires, that he's going to shave it off and then nobody's going to recognize him.
It's possible, because I have been keeping up, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, I've been keeping up on what's been going on with Jon Snow's actor, because it's definitely in his contract, and a lot of those characters, that they can't do a lot of things to their appearance. For him, one of his distinctive looks is his curly, long, shaggy black hair. Mm-hmm. So everyone has been watching to see if he's cut his hair or not, because they're trying to figure out if he's actually dead on the show. So it's kind of telling whether he's been saving his hair to film for that character again, or if he's cut it off.
Wouldn't it be so smart in a situation like that, though, to cut it and everybody gets paranoid and then they've made a wig out of that hair?
They originally did say that he did cut it, but pictures have surfaced lately that contrary to it.
When it comes to Orton and Rollins, I mean, those are 2 of their top guys. Obviously, the top guy in the company. He has to drop the title and everything. And Orton, he's never been the biggest guy over the past couple of years and stuff, but he still is one of those reliable main event guys. Who would you like to see kind of fill that spot? Because we were talking Cesaro, Kalisto, Titus, Tyler Breeze. Like, a lot of people have a chance to go up, but who's that one guy you think is going to benefit the most out of this?
Baron's fucking Corbin.
You got what, a month and 20 days for him to suddenly become the one to watch, right?
Something like that, yeah. He's going to be my one to watch next year as well, by the way.
He's the one to watch on Breaking Ground.
Yeah. Where he just goes, I don't like people. I don't like anything.
Just like football. Beating people up.
I like my hat. My hat's nice. Fuck you if you don't like my hat. Caleb, what about you? Who's that one guy you want to really get that boost?
Oh, man. You know, this is really tough. I do like that Tyler Breeze is on the main roster now, and he just wrestled his first match last night, right? That was his first match.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would like to see him go further. I think he definitely, well, he's proven in NXT that he has the skill. You know, he has a good mic presence. He has good character. He's very talented in the ring. I think he is going to be one of the key players here. Not so much this year because it's almost over, but in 2016, I think we're going to see a lot more of him. I would like to see him do something better in the future in 2016, Rusev. I want to see Rusev used better. I'm not sure what the plans are when he comes back, but I'd like to see him used better. As far as other guys, I don't know. Let me think about it.
I really would like to see Ryback get another push. I think that he's kind of been screwed over with that IC title reign. I mean, he had that injury, and they kind of dropped the ball with that triple threat. And after that, it was like, we just need to get this on Kevin Owens. But actually, Kevin Owens, more than anybody, I want to see get a huge push out of this. And it's something that I kind of want to work into my heel or face a little bit later on. And if I don't bring it up, I apologize. And it's in the article I'll write up. But I really think that they need to get a strong heel out of this. And somebody, when it comes to that kind of thing, I want to see a strong baby face come out of it too. And I think Ryback could be a much bigger baby face than what he's been getting lately.
I didn't include Kevin Owens because I think he is already on that path.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's guaranteed to get a boost out of this.
As far as baby faces, yeah.
In all seriousness, though, I would like to see Neville get a push.
He's at least got a better chance at winning an IC or US title now.
Mm-hmm.
And Cesaro, I'd like to see get a push. Fucking push that man already. Fuck me, like. What the fuck does he have to do?
I think Cesaro will be up there. I think as far as your top heel, I think you're looking at Bray Wyatt. He's going to be the guy that's going to be the top heel that comes over these next few months. As far as top babyface, this might spoil something a little later, but I'm saying Dean Ambrose.
We'll see. Any other topics that we didn't think of, leave those comments below. Tell us, and we'll try to respond back to that. Tell us what you think about all the stuff that we talked about here already as well. Tell us what you think Drew would have said, because he dropped the call in the middle of this. And, and fuck Drew. But we're going to take a break with the rest hold. Going to talk some comment of the week and all that other kind of stuff that we have there. And then when we come back, that's when we're actually going to get into our heel or face Dean Ambrose talk. So stay tuned. Part 3 is coming up next. Part 4 is after that. Part 5 is after that. You know how to count. Click on that section, and we'll see you there.